Thanks for joining me. I wanted to invite a good friend of mine for this. I don't often bring Mr. Nipper in, but here he is, my good friend Nipper the RCA dog. If you walk into PS Audio, the first thing you see is Nipper listening in on a gramophone. This, of course, is the mascot for RCA, and I love this guy. He's great. And the reason I brought him in is because this is a pretty big deal for me. I have worked for many, many years learning all this stuff. And finally, I have put everything I know, at least about audio, into a book set called the Audiophile's Guide. And here it is, and I am really proud of this. You can see it's in a cool slipcover. It weighs a bloody ton. These are all beautifully hardbound books. Oh my God. They are available individually on Amazon. If you just go to the Audiophile's Guide on Amazon, you can pick up a copy of any one you want. But if you're like me, some things are nice to collect. Some things are nice to have as a reference that you can pull whenever you want. So, I mean, if we look at all of these, you've got analog audio, you've got headphones, subwoofers, the listening room, one of my favorites. I mean, here we are in the PS Audio Listening Lab. And this took years to figure out how to make it sound so good. When you come here on a tour, you're going to be blown away how this place sounds. Well, that wasn't an accident. That took a lot of years of learning to figure out how to do this without going crazy. And all of that information is in that book, The Listening Room, from the Audiophile's Guide. So if we pull one out, all right, here's analog audio. All right. This is, how many pages is here? 313 pages of pretty much everything that I've learned over the years about analog audio. There's the turntable. We talk about how to set up tables, how to put a good one together. And if you're into vinyl, there's a book specific to vinyl right here. And this one, now, I will admit these are a little hard to get out because they're pushed in here, but this one is the Audiophile's Guide on vinyl. And this has detailed instructions how to set everything up, how to get the most out of your turntable, the most out of your phono preamplifier, how it all works. And it's not a textbook. I think that's one of the things I wanted to kind of make. I start out with some really interesting history. I keep it simple. I'm not a professor. I don't write textbooks. I write books that tell stories. And through stories, I'll help you figure out how to get the most out of your vinyl system, out of your listening room. So I think that's important. I want people to know that, again, these are not textbooks. There are textbook information in there, but they're not written like a textbook. It's easy to read, simple language. I don't use a whole lot of big terms, and I keep it as practical as possible. Anyway, thank you. I wanted to introduce that to you. The Audiophile's Guide, you can buy it as a collection. Go to theaudiophilesguide.com. You can spell it, and pick up the limited edition of the Audiophile's Guide. And one last thing. You can buy these books for pretty much the same price on Amazon. They're like $49 a piece. But these books you won't be able to get on Amazon. These hardback books are what's called, it's called case binding, but it's a very special kind of binding. You can see how it lays flat. So if you do a perfect binding, which is what Amazon does when they do the print on demand, it won't stay open. And I know that's not a big deal, but sometimes the little bits matter. So anyway, all right, enough shameless plug. If you do get a chance, go to theaudiophilesguide.com or just head over to Amazon and type that in. Okay.